And I'll give you an example of that and this applies to the real world and success in the real world. At a normal school, if you find that you have maybe a continuous conflict with another learner, maybe at a large school, one of the most common things is they'll separate those learners in different classrooms.
Yeah.
But that's not what you can do in life, is that every time you have a conflict with somebody or a big conflict, that you're going to just remove that person from your life.
Yeah. Well, it also doesn't necessarily eliminate the conflict, right?
It doesn't. It actually maybe does the opposite, reinforcing the negative behavior.
Yeah.
And so at Wonder, what happens is, if you have a conflict with another learner, either learner can call a conflict resolution session. And you can have a 30-minute cool down period if emotions are high.
Yeah.
They'll do what happens is they will find a mentor, what we call a peacemaker from the middle school or high school, somebody that's earned their chops, so to speak, helping to make peace in the school. And they sit across from each other at a 3-foot table with the mentor on the side, and the mentor has a formal conflict resolution sheet. These happen 2-3 times a day, because conflicts happen in society. That's just the way it is. And so the mentor will read off, and it starts like this. Why are we here? We're here because heroes solve problems. They don't run from problems. And then it goes into what you would consider like a speaker-listener exercise. Each person gets a chance to be heard, have it repeated back to them, and vice versa. They negotiate a bit in there. And at the end of it is, what's one concrete item the other person could do to make this situation better moving forward?
That's very good. Yeah.
And that takes negotiation, by the way.
Absolutely. That is negotiation.
Yes, because maybe something you propose the other person could do wouldn't be something they think they actually can do.
Yeah.
But Jordan, we see this happen with 6.5-year-olds that are learning to get their voice. They'll call a conflict resolution on somebody that's older than them. And they know that one of these mentors in the middle school or high school are going to give them a fair shake. And they get to have their voice heard. Sometimes it's an intimidating set of circumstances. But one of the most fulfilling things you can see in a situation like that is a young person learning to know that if they can voice how they're feeling properly, that they can be heard and issues in their life can be addressed.
Well, and you're moving the kids towards reconciliation.
Absolutely.
Which is, conflict is inevitable and reconciliation is possible, but it has to be negotiated. And so the strategy that you laid forward there is very wise.